Hey, what's going on Facebook? What's happening, guys? Eddie Harvey here, coming to you guys live. Excuse me. I want to talk to you all about Twitter, guys, and some good solid reasons why you need to build your business on Twitter. I'm gonna get this a little closer. I feel like I'm too far away. But I'm gonna share this in a couple of groups, guys, and I'm gonna get going. Hope everyone is having a good evening. If you guys have hopped on here with me, please let me know who's on here with me. Isaac, what's going on, man? Whoever else is hopping on, please let me know where you're hopping on from and who I have on here with me, guys. There's going to be some really good information. Twitter is a very powerful platform. If you guys are not using it, I love Twitter. It's one of my favorite marketing strategies and a strategy that I use to generate leads and sales for my business. And no matter what business you're in, I don't care what business you're in, you can utilize Twitter to get results in your business. So very excited to share this information with you all, which is going to lead up to some even bigger information to share with you how you can truly crush it with Twitter. I think Twitter doesn't get as much attention from the standpoint of that it's, people see it as, just a site. I think 140 characters, everyone's on there just sharing links. Is just a place for you to express your opinions. But because it's not in the format of, say, Facebook, where you can share pictures, you can get on there, interact and engage and do all of that good stuff. But it's just, Twitter is a totally different world, as we all know, than the Facebook world. So I think it goes a little unnoticed by some people, and that's not a bad thing. But if you know how to get on there and work it the right way, it can get you some amazing results. All right. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk Twitter. I've shared it in a few groups, and so I want to get right down to it. I'm not going to keep you all long, but I have 6 reasons why. I think I put it in there. Did I put it in my title? Yeah, 6 reasons to build your business on Twitter. So here we go. The very first reason you need to be building your business on Twitter, guys, is that your target market hangs out there. And I did a video on this the other day. I just talked about the reason why. If you have a Twitter account, set you up a brand new Twitter account. And on that account, guys, you want to make sure you make it where you specifically are just making it all business related. You're talking the language that your target market speaks. You're talking to people who are in your target market, and you're delivering content that's going to appeal to them, to get them locked in onto who you are and your content that you're delivering. So I talked about that. I did a live talking about that, about following the right people. Hey, Nisi, what's going on? Thanks for hopping on as usual, about following the right people and interacting and engaging with those people so you can start growing your audience on Twitter. So that's the first reason, guys, is that your target market. I don't care if you're in an online business, a home-based business, a traditional brick and mortar business, your audience is on Twitter every single day. All right. So that's the first reason why. Thank you for the likes, who's ever hitting me up with them. I appreciate it. That's reason number 1, guys. Reason number 2, Twitter is pretty much restriction free. There's really no restrictions to Twitter, where Facebook is a little different. It's a different beast, guys, as far as when marketing Facebook, it really doesn't like businesses, especially if you are in the home-based business, traditional network marketing type business, guys. So that's why when I do even a lot of my lives, certain keywords, like I'll put them in the keywords, but I stay away, and it's a tip for you, stay away from using like MLM or network marketing in titles. Hey, Gloria, thanks for hopping on. Appreciate it. Facebook is kind of leery towards that. So even with lead capture pages, if you're running Facebook ads, they've changed it to where, they're not even really like the hardcore, just, hardcore send people straight to lead capture page. They want you more about value and building native content. So that's the difference with Facebook. Garth, what's going on, man? Thanks for hopping on. Versus where Twitter is like no holds barred. Like you can post a business link all day long if you want to on Twitter. I wouldn't suggest doing it, but I'm just stating the fact that Twitter is like, there's literally no restrictions at this point on Twitter that stops you from completely just talking about your business and, keeping it based around that. That's why I tell you to set up a Twitter account specifically for your business. Toya, what's going on, young lady? Thanks for hopping on here to set up an account specifically for your business, because you can literally target your target market. So my Twitter account that I have is for my business, and it's all I talk on Twitter is business. I'll put some family, lifestyle, engagement photos in there, every now and then. But my audience is, people are pretty much there. It's like pretty business. So everything, my content that I deliver is all me hitting my target market over the head, around the clock, so where I'm relevant in their eyes. So one big thing that's big on Twitter is impressions. And you're talking about to where you can get tens of thousands of impressions in an hour, strategies and techniques you can use to do that. So yeah, it is interesting, Garth. Twitter's a different world, man. It's a totally different world. So that's the second thing, is that there's really no restrictions. Twitter, the third thing, guys, is you can build an audience very fast on Twitter. So Twitter allows you every single day, you can follow up to 1,000 people every single day on Twitter. 1,000 people. And the cool thing is, Twitter is like a numbers game. If you follow 1,000 people per day, by default, you're going to get followers. You might not get 1,000, but by default, you'll probably end up in a day with probably 200 to 300 followers of your own. And there's strategies and techniques where you can get those numbers to balance out. And you look up before you know it, in a week, 2 weeks times, you can have a targeted audience of 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 followers, just like that. You know, I would say in about a good month or so, you can do that, you know, depending on how serious you are and using the strategies that allow you to do it. Now, if you're brand new to Twitter, I don't suggest following 1,000 people a day right out the gate. Build up an audience. Start out maybe 100 to 200 people per day, and get you a rapport going, and start building up an audience that way, especially if you are brand new. The cool thing is, last night the strategy I was using it last night, and like in 20 minutes I followed 1,000 people, right? In like 20 minutes time. It's as simple as that. Using some tools that I have, and the followers started bam coming right back in, getting direct messages from people following me, and people going to check out my content because of a strategy I use in my direct message inbox, which is powerful on Twitter. Okay, so that's the third thing, guys, is that build an audience. It allows you to build an audience very fast, of targeted. I'm not just talking about random Joes. We're talking about targeted people specific to your specific niche. Would that be of value to you? I think it absolutely would. All right, the fourth reason, guys, is that it's not as competitive. It's not as competitive in a sense of, yeah, you got people putting out links and doing different things, but you can go over Twitter, guys, and you know, you can go over to Twitter, guys, and stand out. So it's not as competitive. It's not as competitive from the standpoint of, how can I say this? People in your niche, people in your target market are there, but everyone's trying to market on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, other different platforms, where Twitter, you can come right in and ease yourself right into the middle of your target market and just go out and start crushing it, guys, and getting leads and putting yourself in position to get sales on a daily basis by following some simple strategies and techniques. And what helps is that it's not as restrictive. And if you're able to put your content in front of your target market eyes every single day using Twitter, you're going to be different versus other people who are just trying to send people straight to a business page. You got to do things to get your audience's attention on Twitter. And there are certain type of posts that people on Twitter like, especially depending on what type of business you're in. There are certain posts you can put up, different types of content that's going to get their eyes, that's going to get them to start liking and retweeting. I get so many likes and retweets per day. It's amazing. And I go back and return the favor. But that's a great thing that you can do. You can, definitely get over there and compete and get your lion's share of the market, because while everybody else is on Facebook, Instagram, and I think Twitter just goes like, under the radar. That's just my personal opinion. All right, fifth reason, guys, if it piggybacks on this one, it could have been kind of combined, but it's easy to stand out. It's easy to stand out. There are some things you can do, like I said, with your content to make yourself stand out on Twitter. Thanks for the likes, guys. I truly appreciate it. There are a few things you can do, and it could take you minutes, and guess what? You can have your content working around the clock. I think I have. Let me go look right now. Now, I'm not on Twitter all day, guys, because I use tools just like anything else. You have to use tools to grow your business. But I think right now, if you went to my Twitter page, it'll tell you, Garth, 30 minutes to an hour tops, man. 30 minutes to an hour tops is what I spend on Twitter. And I don't even be on there every day. I gotta get back in a rhythm. Once I'm on there every day, my results just like skyrocket even more. But 30 minutes I can get some good results just 30 minutes a day. Like I said, the strategies I use literally, you know, keep my content going around the clock. And that's what I'm talking about now, is where it's easy to stand out. And that's the thing with Twitter. You want to be in front of your audience every single day. You don't want to do one tweet. You want to be able to tweet. I have tweets set up to go pretty much 24 hours per day, automatic tweets, but different type of tweets that appeals to my target market. Right now I'm looking at my Twitter account. I have, based on this, I've tweeted, I haven't personally put out this many tweets, but I have 33.9 thousand tweets, so around 34,000 tweets. I haven't tweeted that many times, but this is a strategy I use to keep myself in front of my audience all the time, which helps generate me leads, and that leads to sales. So it's a simple strategy that I utilize, and it's something that you all can do as well, and that's how you easily stand out from the competition. Good time. I'm kind of sleep on Twitter. Thanks for the idea. You're welcome, Toya. You gotta let me know what type of business you have. But Twitter is a great way to grow your business. I don't care what business you're in. Twitter is a great way to separate yourself from everybody else. So this is, you know, some things I do to stand out on Twitter, man. It's great because here's my impression. So one thing you guys can notice over your Twitter activity over the last 24 hours is how many impressions you've had on your tweets. So in the last 24 hours, like before I started utilizing these strategies, and you have different impressions, they're higher at different times of the day. Before I did this stuff, I would probably have maybe 200-300, maybe 400, 500, maybe 1,000 tops impressions in a 24-hour period. I don't even know if I've even had 1,000. Right now, and this is kind of low, I have over 6,242 impressions in the last 24 hours. Now, that might not mean nothing to you, and I don't want to talk Twitter jargon, but that just knows my tweets are getting a lot of activity. The highest I think I've ever seen is I had, like, in a 24-hour period, over 17,000 impressions or something like that. So Twitter is a great platform, guys. Last but not least, last strategy before my phone dies, I want to get this out. You get quality prospects. I kid you not. Every prospect I've generated on Twitter, every lead, quality leads, guys, these are people, I get their name, email address, and they give me their phone number. And I get on the phone and I talk with these individuals. And, you know, these are people who are truly looking to build their business, looking to get more results. And I get quality leads from Twitter. So that's the one thing I can say that Twitter definitely dishes out are quality leads. And people that want to connect, people that want to learn and grow and build their business or looking for a business or whatever they're trying to do, you're going to get some quality leads from Twitter if you do things the right way. So that's the last thing I wanted to tell you guys that. So if you're not on Twitter, man, you need to get on Twitter. And here's the great thing I have for you guys, a free Twitter training that's taking place tomorrow. Everything I'm telling you guys about Twitter, that I learned it from this guy who crushes on Twitter. He generates probably 12 to 15 plus leads per day with Twitter and has used Twitter to truly grow his business big time. So I got to step it up because I'm not even doing everything I'm supposed to do, but and I'm getting good results. But tomorrow he's going to be doing a training completely free where he's going to be introducing some new things that he's doing with Twitter on top of everything that's working right now. And you can truly build a Twitter business, guys, and grow your business with 30 minutes to an hour per day. But that training is going to be taking place tomorrow night at 9 p.m., I think, Eastern Standard Time. If you want to register for the training, I highly recommend you do if you want to learn Twitter, guys. Everything I'm talking about is going to be magnified on top of learning some more stuff. If you want to hop on that webinar, just go to eddylharvey.com/free webinar, and you're going to learn from gentlemen who I've learned everything I know about Twitter in a 4-month span of time. Took my Twitter account from pretty much dead to now my Twitter account is jumping all the time, and I get good results, very good results on Twitter. So I'll put the link in the comment section as well below. But yeah, I just want to share those few tips with you all and just give you pique your interest onto why you definitely should be building your business on Twitter. You know, like Toya says, she sleep on Twitter. I advise you to definitely hop on Twitter and use it as a tool for you to grow your business. All right, so I appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you all so much. Thanks for hopping on, Garth, Toya, Nisi, Gloria, whoever. I think I might have missed some people. Isako, thank you all for hopping on, and whoever else is watching. I appreciate you guys. So, guys, again, grab that training. I'll put the link in the comments if you want to learn Twitter. Get out there and use it to crush it and build your business. Be different, stand out from the crowd, and you can get go out there and put yourself in shark-infested waters, and you can be the prey instead of the predator and get great results. So with that being said, guys, have a great night. I'll talk to you all later. Take care.